Hi, Flick here from the Nerd Soapbox, and today we're at the 2020 Pasadena Comic Con with a special guest. He's a voice actor, best known to the Soapbox gang for his voice work in Naruto, Digimon, Bleach, and yes, the Power Rangers. It's Derek Stephen Prince.
How you doing?
I'm doing
good.
fantastic now.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Oh, it's such a pleasure to meet you.
Well, thank you. It's a pleasure to meet you too.
Mutual Admiration Society.
You know, I don't get to talk to many people that have blue noses.
You don't? Well,
No.
it is cold in here.
Yeah, and
Surprised there's not more of us.
and I don't want to I'm sure you probably already know this, but in case you didn't, your nose is blue, but your skin is purple.
It's what?
Purple.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think I is, yeah. So how's your con so far?
It's been amazing. How's your
Yeah.
con been?
I've talked to like the best people, including you. This
No.
has been so fun. Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah. The Pasadena Comic Con is always a fun con.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Did you know? Here's a fun fact for you.
All right.
This is actually my first Pasadena Comic Con.
Oh,
Mine,
all right.
yeah.
This is like my third or fourth.
Wow.
Yeah. I love the Pasadena Con.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Growing up, what was your fandom? What were you interested in as a little Derek? A little Derek.
As a little Derek?
As a little Derek.
Not as in a whale, right? We're not talking about whales.
No.
Okay. But as a little me.
As a little you.
What did I like?
Yeah.
What was I into?
Yeah.
Okay. So you will probably appreciate this.
I do
I
already.
actually liked... Are you familiar with the Muppets?
The who now?
The Muppets.
Contractually, I can't be affiliated with them in any way or shape or form. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I love them. I love them. Are you kidding me?
But
Yeah.
Sesame Street,
Yeah.
the Muppets, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Career goals. Yeah.
Right, career goals.
Yeah.
Exactly. Something for you to aspire to.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
Besides-
5.
4.
Woo! Oh, yeah, 4. Sorry, I didn't mean any offense.
Well, puppet Americans never take offense.
No. And there was a whole bunch of shows as a kid that I really loved growing up.
All right.
Let's see, Superman and the Sea Monster.
And Johnny and Scott were friends.
Yes.
Finest friends that ever will be. The land around the sea.
Yes. And what was it? DC Superheroes, or what was it? With the Wonder Twins. Do you remember the Wonder Twins?
Yes. Wonder Twin powers activate.
Yeah, we were just doing that before when we were before we actually got on here. We were practicing. Right?
Yeah.
Do you want to do that right now?
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
Ready?
Wonder Twin powers activate.
Form
Of bifocals. There you go. Nice.
You're silly.
I know.
love it. Yeah. Wow. So tell me, were you a fan of anime before you were cast in your first anime?
You know that I did not even know what anime was until I was cast in my first anime. Actually, no, that's not true. Okay, so let me backtrack a little bit.
Flip it out.
Okay, we're going back.
What was that?
That was going backward.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So, actually, before I got into anime, I was actually invited by my mentor. His name is Bob Bergen. I don't know if you know who Bob Bergen is, but he does the voice of Porky Pig and Tweety Bird.
Is that all, folks?
Yeah, that! Exactly. And he was actually just finishing up his very last anime, which was called Eagle Riders. And so I got to just kind of watch him do his thing, when he was when he was in Eagle Riders, and I go, that's kind of cool. So they're actually replacing a voice that was done from another country, and then you're making it into English, and it's oh, that's kind of cool. And I had no idea that I was even going to get into anime, because my first thing that I was actually in, which you're a fan of, I think, because you said you like it, was Power Rangers.
Yeah.
That was my first voiceover ever.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, here we go.
Okay. Wait, is that were you just doing something from Digimon? Were you doing V Headbutt? Was that it? No.
Yeah.
Shush.
You like that, huh?
Oh, do you want to do V Headbutt? Do you know it's V Headbutt? You want to do that together?
Yeah. Ready?
Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. V Headbutt. There you go. Nice.
I like that.
I like your version better because you have hair. Yeah.
Well, I got to give it back to Mom when I get home.
Oh.
It's a wig.
No, it's not. Stop.
It is. It is.
It feels like. Oh my God!
It's glued on.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Okay. What was the audition process like for Digimon?
What was it like for Digimon?
I mean, how do you know what something like a Veemon sounds like? You know.
That's a very good question. Okay, so here's the deal, Flick.
All right.
I was already in season 1 of Digimon, right? They knew that I was mostly what's called like a character actor. Okay, because I could do funny, silly voices and all that stuff. So they figured I'd be a very good choice for Veemon if I was selected, but I still had to audition for it. So, they still do this sometimes, but I got what's called a side, and a side is where you have a picture of the character and a description, and some of the lines that he might say in maybe the first 3 or 4 or 5 episodes. Right. And so I saw the audition material, the side, and I knew that the character was blue, and he was furry, and he had 2 fangs in front of his mouth, right? And he was the lead Digimon for the show, and he was energetic, and he probably wasn't any more than maybe like, I don't know, maybe
about this tall.
About as, yeah. Well, maybe a little shorter than you. But I mean, if he was like on the floor, shorter. Yeah.
I'm on a stool.
Right, exactly. So, when I went in and I was just kind of practicing and I was kind of messing around with things, I kind of had to, figure out what his voice might sound like, looking at the picture and the description.
All right.
So, at first, I thought, he's probably kind of up here because, he's energetic and he's gung-ho and all that stuff. And because he had fangs, he probably had a little bit of a this lisp thing, right?
Yeah.
And then, because he's like on like all the time, then he probably, one of his call-outs is Veemon Digivolve 2!
And then, so that's where all that came from. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So, lightning round.
Okay.
I have like 4 characters that I would love to hear maybe a phrase from.
Oh,
perhaps.
cool.
Okay. How about Shino from Naruto?
Okay. Parasitic insects. Jutsu!
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay. Jeremy from Digimon?
Jeremy from Digimon. Oh man, I don't remember any lines from Jeremy.
Okay.
But he was just kind of kooky. He was a kooky character. He was kind of like me, but with a little more energy.
Wait, that's possible? A little more energy?
I know, right? Stop it.
Yeah. You're cute. Okay. From Bleach.
Yeah.
Yuri?
Ooh, Uryu.
I'm Flick. Who are you?
You are too funny. Okay, so Uryu was, let's see. Okay, so he's very much like me, but a lot more stoic. And so one of his more favorite lines was, "By the power of the Quincy!"
Whoa.
Yeah.
I felt that in here.
Whoa,
like
did you?
My sternum, right there.
Right?
Yeah,
right there. Oh, sorry.
Oh, well, that's...
Okay.
Elgar?
Oh, Elgar! Hey, so, he's always goofy, and one of the things I always, it's actually what I write down on my 8x10s over there. It's like, please don't hurt me, I'm your favorite nephew! Yeah.
We're not even related.
I know! But you know what? I know that you're not supposed to talk about this, but...
If I was talking like this all the time, then maybe we could be related. Yeah. No?
I don't think so.
Okay.
When fans meet you, what character do they want to talk about most often?
When fans meet me, what character
Yeah.
they want to talk about most often?
Yeah.
You know what? It hasn't been so much at this particular convention.
Right.
But I'm going to share with you this picture right here. Okay.
Hold
This
it up a
is
little bit, yeah.
This is Kokichi Oma.
Yeah.
When I go to a lot of what's called anime conventions,
All right, yeah.
okay, this is a character
Raise it up
that
a little bit, yeah.
This
There
is
we
a
go.
character that I see a lot of people cosplaying as. Like, so they dress up like this character, and It's got a huge fandom. Woo. So a lot of people like to talk about Kokichi.
All right.
Yeah.
But what's the most fan-requested dialogue or phrase?
Fan-requested dialogue or phrase? I don't know. It's kind of a toss-up between Uryu. No, actually, I'm sorry.
Right.
Between Shino and Veemon.
All right.
Yeah.
What's the most fun character to portray?
The most fun character
Yeah.
to portray. The most fun. Gosh, that's really hard for me to choose one. That's like choosing my favorite pet.
It's always the dog.
Well, yeah, but then you've got different breeds of dogs.
Right, but it's the dog. You got a dog and 2 cats.
Right.
Your favorite one's the dog.
Oh, okay. That very well could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what character is most like you? Because, I mean, you do a lot of, you've done some intellectual and brainy characters. Then there's Veemon, who's kind of like this mischievous, pranky character.
Yeah.
Which one's most like you?
Most like me.
Handsome, adorable.
Oh, stop. Most like me, I would probably have to say. Okay, so you are familiar with Digimon?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit. Okay.
Oh, wait, are those Digi-eggs? Oh, my God.
No. So there is, actually, this year, believe it or not, is the 20th anniversary for Digimon Adventure 2.
Oh.
I know. So I'm really trying to promote that.
All right.
But there were 2 main characters that I played in that show. One was Veemon.
All right.
And the other one was called the Digimon Emperor. But the Digimon Emperor is kind of like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Yeah. Because there's 2 different sides of him.
Right.
And most people in the first 10 episodes only knew about the first side of him. Yes, I know.
Wow.
But then he starts to change and become more compassionate towards people. And then he becomes, what most people called him after, which was Kenichi Joji. So I would say I'm a lot like Kenichi Joji because I'm smart and I'm mathematical and everybody likes me and,
Handsome.
Yeah, handsome. Yeah.
Wow. What's an obscure voice acting gig that your fans would be shocked or surprised to find out it was you?
That is such a great question. I'm so glad you asked, Flick. Okay, so check this out.
Yeah.
Do you know the movie Scary Movie 3?
Well, I've seen 1 and 2.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
So when you get around to see Scary Movie 3, not only myself, but the man who plays the voice of SpongeBob, Tom Kenny, were in that movie together as 2 aliens. And we were not credited in the movie. So that would be a very obscure movie.
Oh, I gotta go check that out.
Yeah.
Wow. What are you
Just
working on now?
remember that I'm the alien that pees with his finger.
Wait, what now?
My alien pees with his finger.
Touch me with that thing. You've been touching me with that finger all along. I hope you wash your hands.
I did.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
But what are you working on now?
What am I working on now? Well, unfortunately, I can't really talk about it.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Whisper something to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
You're gonna be.
I know.
You're in that.
I know.
That's a big project.
It is huge.
You guys are gonna just pee with your fingers when you find out what this is.
Exactly.
That's wow.
Yeah.
You're in that?
Yes.
I thought we were friends. You're supposed to tell me.
Well, I'm sorry.
I know.
You know what?
You can't tell
We'll have
people.
to get after we're done recording. You're gonna have to give me your digits.
All right.
I mean, not literally your digits.
No.
But
I've only got 4.
Yeah, I know.
Come on. Yeah.
But
okay.
yeah, I'll need 9 digits.
Are you on? Is that a? No,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay,
Sorry,
okay.
10. 10.
Are you on social media?
I am on social media. I'm on Facebook.
All right.
So people can follow me there as Derek Stephen Prince. And I'm also on Twitter, which is @VoiceOverPrince.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Gee, Derek, thanks for talking to us.
Well, you're very welcome. Thank you for talking to me and taking time out of your busy schedule.
Thank you very much.
Well, you're welcome.
Wow. All right, let's see who else we could find to talk to at 2020 Pasadena Comic Con. Look, Digi-eggs. Derek, you're a prince.
Oh, thank you. And you're,
Yeah.
all that.
Thank you.